They rose, they wrote of wars, they wrote of kings. Some things war between those things. I stood where the mountains break, held the line for the land's own sake. Stone don't move and it don't forsake, that's the oath I made. Carried weight that would crush a throne, took the dark and I held it alone. Built a world from the blood and bone, now they call it home. They speak my name like I stood alone. They never knew what stood beside the stone. No tale was ever told of the wolf and the tiger. No song ever carried the truth any higher. He was the rock, unbreaking, unbent. She was a stride, swift and intent.
No tale was ever carved in the fire of the hand and the blade, the will and the wire. He held the world so it would not fall. She made damn sure there was a world at all.
I don't stand, I move through flame. No need for glory, no need for name. When the hunt is called, I end the game before it ever came.
Where he holds, I cut it clean. Where he sees, I move unseen. Every shadow I've ever been kept his wall between.
I held the line against the night.
I made sure none survived the fight.
No tale was ever told of the wolf and the tiger. No truth ever burned in the hearts of the fire. He was the wall enduring the storm. She was the blade taking its form. No tale was ever sung in the choir of the silence of death and the weight of desire. He gave the world a place to stand.
She carved its fate with her own hand.
Not all legends are meant to be known. Some stand, some strike, some hold the dark, some end the fight. But when they walk, the world aligned, the will, the air, the storm, the spy. No tale was ever told of the wolf and the tiger. No force ever forged anything stronger, higher. He was the ground no darkness could break. She was the hand that sealed its fate. No tale was ever written in fire of the calm and the fury, the shield and the pyre.
He held the world through endless night.
She made damn sure it lived to see light. They'll sing of the wolf, they'll whisper the tiger, but never together. They speak your name in lower tones, like something best left alone. I've seen men break before the blade. I've watched the strongest men afraid, but fear is not what follows you. It's something colder where light won't stay, that something in you slipped away, that what you are is not the same as those who fight in honor's name. I've heard it all, the whispered doubt, the quiet calls to cast you out. I do not understand what moves behind your eyes. I do not know the path that brought you to this life, but I have seen enough to silence all the lies. I do not understand, but I trust. No reckless rush. You learned the blade like it was truth and never needed proof. And when the others turned away, you never asked for them to stay. You stood as if you always knew you'd walk this path alone. No need for praise, no need for name, no need for anything. I do not understand the silence that you keep. I do not know the cost of what you had to be, but I have seen the line where others could not stand. I do not understand, I trust. If there is darkness in your soul, then it is one you still control, and that is more than most can claim. They fear what they can't see. I fear what men pretend to be. I do not understand the weight you choose to bear. I do not know the wall that led you standing there, but when the shadows rise, you are already there. I do not understand, I don't need to. You were never what they say. You are what stands when nothing else remains. I have walked where morning wakes the silver hills, where rivers carve their names through ancient stone. I've watched the dawn set crystal forests shining, and found 1,000 places still unknown. The mountains keep the stories of the ages, the oceans guard the secrets of the deep. Every breeze still whispers hidden wonders, calling every dreamer from their sleep. Every road has led to new horizons, every answer opened one more door.
Every ruin sings of those before us, leaving hearts to wonder evermore. No map could ever hold this living beauty. No hand could write the story still untold. Every sunrise finds another miracle, turning all the world to gold. What greater gift could life bestow? No walls can hold where dreamers go. Beyond the horizon, beyond what eyes can see, there waits another wonder, still calling out to me. No wall can hold the sunrise, no crown can claim the sea. This world belongs to no one, yet somehow it belongs to me. I sailed beneath unending skies of splendor, where winds still carry echoes yet unheard. I've crossed forgotten valleys wrapped in twilight, where silence speaks far louder than a word. Each journey leaves another path before me. Each answer brings another mystery. The farther that I wander through this world, the more it sets me free. If every road were traveled, if every sea were crossed, would wonder lose its meaning, or would another sunrise still be waiting? Beyond them horizon, where endless wonders shine, where every soul is welcome beneath the open sky. The forests sing forever, the mountains greet the sun, the oceans carry every dream, until the journey's done. No fear can steal tomorrow, no darkness claims the light, for every ending waits a dawn beyond the morning light. I have sung, and every answer only showed me how beautiful this world can be. Beyond the horizon, beyond the
walk through fire that never dies. Watched empires fall to dust and lies. Every road just bends to pain, but I still stand, I still remain.
You stand because you always do, but I've seen what it's done to you. Every scar you leave behind, you carry forward, never blind.
I bear the weight so others don't.
You bear too much, and still you won't. I hold the line, I'll take the storm. I stand between what breaks and forms. You hold the line, but bleed it dry. You never stop, you never ask why. This is the road I cannot bend, and I won't watch you break again. Call it duty, call it fate, I call it chains. You won't escape. You save the world and lose your breath, one step closer every step.
I've lost before, I'll lose again. That's never been the reason when there's still a line that must be held, no matter how the past is felt.
You don't have to carry all of it.
I do.
No, you choose to.
And I'll choose it again.
Then I stand here, not behind. You don't get to bear this line. This is the way that I've come to know. Then let me stand where you won't go.
I endure.
Then I remain. I remember the silence before there was form, before there was fracture, before there was storm. I was not created, I was always there, in the space between moments, in the breath of repair. You pull at the edges, but I remain. Cannot unmake the line that will hold when everything breaks. call it release, but I see the ending. You name it as peace. This world is divided, but not yours to claim. You are not the beginning, and you